Right, tell us about the experience of the BMW PGA, because you really bought into that. You loved it, didn't you?
I did. I loved it. I grew up watching that event for so many years. It was usually the first week we were out of school back home, and so I usually would just hang out at home on early in the morning and watch it on the Golf Channel. So I enjoyed it. The fans were unbelievable. The atmosphere. I fell in love with Wentworth, which I knew I would. It was just a great golf course, and so yeah, I enjoyed it. I was hoping to get back here a little bit more, but unfortunately, since then the pandemic's hit a little bit. But now I'm going to try and play a few more times a year over, whether it's here in Europe, Middle East, or some other tournaments. The European Tour has been so great to me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, so the Rolex Series, they're getting it right, aren't they? Because look at the field this week.
It's pretty unbelievable what Keith Pele and his staff did by creating the Rolex Series has been unbelievable. The fields they get obviously is a testament to that. So I think you're going to see more and more of that going forward. I think with now the partnership with the PGA Tour, I think you're going to see more PGA Tour players wind up over here a little bit more, trying to play to support both the PGA Tour and the European Tour.
How important was that trip to Austin in March to you?
Winning that event in Austin was huge. I've been playing well, and I hadn't won in a few years. And sometimes all the hard work you put in, the results don't show up as quickly as we always want. And so sometimes it's patience, persistence, and it's a testament of will. I mean, how are you willing to give up, or are you willing to keep battling, keep doing what you need to do till it finally pays off? And I'm not one to quit, so I was going to keep working hard, and it was nice to finally get a victory and just put me in a really good spot on both the PGA Tour and the European Tour for the rest of this year.
Yeah, you're not one to quit. You're very honest, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very realistic. I'm very honest with what I do in this game, and I'm very honest with what I think is right and wrong in the game of golf. And does that mean I'm always right? No, but I'm not afraid to share my opinions, and my opinions are very well thought out, and they just aren't off the cuff. So that's the way I've always been. That's the way I love it. That's why I love, I think, hanging around some of the European Tour players, a lot of the English guys, because they're very straightforward and to the point, and they don't beat around the bush too much.
Okay, tell us about this place then. What do you think?
Yeah, I think before I came over here, I asked some of the guys their thoughts on it, and there was mixed reviews. And to tell you the truth, walking the course yesterday and playing 9 holes today, I actually like it. It's a modern-day links course. It's not one of those older school ones, and I think it's a very fair test of golf. I enjoyed it so far. Obviously, the weather is going to be dependent on how hard or how easy it plays. So it's I've enjoyed it. I love the looks of it. I love the terrain and everything. It's just I love courses that are just naturally built, and so this is actually a pretty solid course. It's not as bad as like some other guys made it out to be.
Right, final question. So some people say they've got association with football teams, okay, and some people just say it, okay. Now, apparently you like West Ham.
I do. I like West Ham United.
Tell us where that comes from.
This is how an American becomes a fan of West Ham United. When I was in college, my sophomore year, just got a new TV. Just got in my new apartment. My cable wasn't getting turned on for a couple of days, so I went to Best Buy and bought some DVDs, and one of them was a movie called Green Street Hooligans, and it had Charlie Hunnam and Elijah Wood, and it was about the firms for West Ham and Millwall and that whole aspect beyond just the football side of it. And I just fell in love with it, and I watched that DVD over and over and over, and we literally just watched it at the PGA Championship with my teacher Todd Anderson, because he's never seen it, and my stats guy Mark Corton's a West Ham United fan as well, and so we introduced him to that movie, and I've been a Hammers fan now for over a decade, and it's been fun to see the success they've had this past season.
They'll be all right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.